created a small project he called the Facebook. And what that did was allow people all over the world to connect instantaneously. And it immediately made our worlds infinitely bigger. Facebook empowered us to explore other cultures, spread innovative ideas, and connect with people all over the world to come together and support the movements that we care about. So how many of you have ever heard a term, made in America, shop local, shop small, etc.? These all represent our mass cultural shift towards everything local. But what happens when we are only exposed to the ideas and people and cultures that immediately surround us? I'm afraid that as we take this phenomenon to more of an extreme, we deprive ourselves of all the brilliance and diversity that exists right outside of our own geographical borders. And that's not to say that Tampa Bay and lots of other cities don't have a tremendous amount of vibrant diversity, but there are some things that just can't be replicated, like an authentic Texas rodeo or skating through Venice Beach on a Saturday afternoon. So the question here is, how do we celebrate our own without isolating ourselves? It really comes down to we needing a blend of both supporting our community while also looking to outside influences to empower our growth. So I grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and as much as I was born and raised there, I wasn't made there. At 14, I started my own business, and I started traveling all over the country, and each place that I visited shaped a little piece of who I am today. So these are just a few images that represent basically everything that a normal person in my hometown was exposed to by the time we graduated high school. It's not a lot. And so visiting the places themselves didn't really change who I am. It was the new perspectives that I was exposed to. And so I determined that there are three primary ways that hyper-localization affects us. It's been tremendous, the localization trend has been tremendous for regional economic development because it's taken the spotlight off of shopping malls and big box stores and paved the way for new small business districts and allowed our local entrepreneurs to rise to the top. As far as our small businesses, just the Shop Small movement on its own has generated millions of dollars of added revenue for small businesses and really allowed them to excel even more. And then within our local communities, like our tech communities and our entrepreneurship communities, it's really allowed for the brightest minds within our community to come together to share, collaborate, and learn together. So the next step to really supercharging our growth is bringing in the outside perspectives, right? We can't just limit ourselves to the perspectives that immediately surround us. Not only that, but we have to be willing to share the best of our community with other regions and show everyone why we love Tampa Bay and why we all chose to make this our home. So how do we lift our community without limiting our potential? Sharing the best of our community and receiving the best of other regions can only make us all better. So we need to export the good stuff, right? Craft beer, sugar sand, sunshine, of course. And we need to be willing to import the things that we need to overcome the challenges that we're facing because Tampa Bay is such a great community. To overcome challenges that we're facing now and the challenges that we're facing tomorrow, like an increased need for public transit and other urban issues that we're facing now. So this last part is just for those of you that are sitting in the room and watching from around Tampa Bay. I don't think that every city in America has the potential to become the next great city, but I think that Tampa has the special ingredients for what it takes to become a hub that people look to model their own communities after. And so we need to do that by looking outside of our backyard for solutions, asking for help, and bringing in the things that we need to reach our full potential. Thank you so much and have a good night.